just completed my second order for the day. It's been kind of raining off and on. It just started up again, as you probably can tell. Sorry, it's going to be hard to see anything. I got to vent a little bit, as usual. I've talked about this before, how the traffic is just really getting to me. And I really don't know why I'm this way. Because, you know, there's other people who drive a lot too. You semi-truck drivers, other delivery drivers and stuff. And I don't know, man. Maybe I'm an aggressive person. I never realized this. But obviously I've never driven this much on a daily basis. You know, used to when I was in the military, for example, I would drive home just about every weekend from Fort Hood. So it's about a 2.5 hour drive depending on how fast you're going. You know, but that was just like on the weekends, you know. I'm driving about, you know, that much and more every single day. So I'm really, really getting a taste of people's driving, and they're just going in and out of all these places, just being amongst the public this much. Even when I was an MP in the military, I didn't have to experience the crap of people. I don't know how else to put it, as much as I'm having to now. I would imagine even the average civilian cop in a place like this, you know, maybe in an inner city it'd be different, but out here they probably, every now and then there's probably a major incident, but most of the time it's pretty minor stuff. I don't even think they have to deal with it as much as, you know, dashers and mobile delivery people. Even other delivery people like Amazon, you know, or the post office. They're, you know, I'm not going to go down the list as of why I say this, but I don't even think they're having to do it as much. I have a phone call. I'm not going to answer it. I was just making sure that car stopped back there. I don't know if they saw me. See, this person's he turned and is driving down my side of the road. You know, I mean, it's minor, but this is something I'm having to deal with constantly. Anyways, okay, so an incident happened earlier. I picked up a Chick-fil-A, got out on 114. The traffic is heavy because of the lunch rush. There's a particular light, or a series of traffic lights that get real backed up, especially with the semi trucks. As they're going through the light, and you're behind them, maybe even if you're back a couple of cars.
Turn right onto I-35 West Service Road, then sharp left onto North Freeway.
Just got a Chick-fil-A order. Even if you're back a couple of cars,
take the next.
You may not know if the traffic is going to back up into the intersection. If you keep going, you know, you might be blocking the intersection. It happens all the time. It's this one right here that I'm pointing at. The camera's pointing at right there on the, you know, the reverse bound traffic, I guess. That would be the eastbound side. Hold on one second, I'm paging. I think the phone call I just got might have been the customer I just delivered to. But I took a picture of the order. I took a picture of the apartment number. So I know I delivered it to the right place. The only thing they could possibly be complaining about is they didn't get all their order, but it was physically handed to me by the Chick-fil-A employee, and had the drink, had just one bag of food. So if they didn't give me everything, you know, in that sealed bag, if they didn't give me everything, there's no way for me to have known that. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but that's the only thing I can guess. They left a voicemail. I'll check it in a minute. I'll have to finish my story in just a second. But again, the intersection that I'm actually talking about, it backs up all the way from that light to right here. This intersection I'm facing right here. Not on this road. I'm talking about the cross traffic. Right now it's not too bad, but earlier it was real backed up. And oftentimes what'll happen is it'll back up into the intersection. So you got to kind of hang back a little bit, you know, because you don't want to be blocking the intersection. So I'm coming up, sure enough, there's a semi-truck and a car behind them. Semi-truck makes it through, car behind him makes through. I start to go, but then I realize, no, if I go, I'll be blocking the intersection. So I hang back. And this car behind me starts honking their horn. You know, beep, 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 beep. And I'm fed up with it. I've had enough with it. I tell myself not to do this. I've been on the verge of doing this for a long time. This time I did it. Not saying it was right, but I did it. I got out of the car. Put in park, got out of the car, flipped him off, said, you know, F you. Or F off. Then he was still trying to squeeze by me, and I angled my car so he couldn't get by. I said I was going to tell the story when I got back. I'm going to have to wrap it up. Yeah, I'll talk more about it when I get back out. Order was ready. Going right back over where I was just at, just not as far.
Head south.
Last one was an apartment complex. This one's going to be an apartment complex. Let me kind of get going here, and then I'll talk more. Yeah, what I forgot to say a while ago when I was talking about the guy honking at me, they were trying to turn right. Okay? And I'm sorry the guy was trying to turn right, but there's been many times where I was right there where I needed to turn. I'm trying to go pick up an order or something. You know? I'm right where I need to turn, but I can't. Because the car in front of me is you know, they either can't go or, you know, whatever reason. I'm not going to sit there and honk at him and stuff like that. I know the car behind me wanted me to go, but I'm not going to go and block the intersection. I can't sit there and roll the dice and gamble that, oh, well, maybe the cars in front of me will go ahead and move before the cross traffic light turns green. You know, I've seen it many times where people do that. They gamble, and now they're sitting in the freaking intersection, and I didn't want to be one of those people. Good thing I didn't go. Cars changing lanes. So yeah, it was this light right here. Okay. So a lot of people want to turn right here because they want to go to Buc-ee's or whatever the hell they're doing. It's nothing important. But it's like this. I can't really see. And there's a semi truck up there and there's a car behind him. You know, and I was kind of creeping up to the light. I mean, obviously I got to go through this time. But what I'm saying is the traffic was moving slowly, so I kind of hung back a little bit, started to go, and then realized, you know, back there, you know, I realized, oh, it's, you know, if I keep going, I'm going to be in the intersection. I'll be stopped in the intersection. You know. By the way, the light that I was going through was turning red anyways. But again, the car behind me, they were in a big freaking hurry. They wanted me to go, and I wasn't going to go. Probably because it was a young guy. Probably they're freaking stupid. They didn't realize why I was stopping. This is when I got to keep telling myself. It's not that people are jerks, they're just stupid. He thought I was stopping even though, you know, it was turning yellow, so he thought I was stopping instead of going. It's like, no, dude, that's not why I was stopping. I was stopping because if I kept going, I would be blocking the intersection, but you're a freaking retard. Yeah, I did something bad by getting out of the car, you know. Hey, when I do something like that, every single time, I will say it. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it. But, you know, at the same time, I'm getting absolutely freaking sick of people, man. I'm getting so damn sick of people. You know, and I wouldn't be in this freaking mindset if I actually saw cops doing their damn job and pulling people over. I should be seeing cops pulling people over all the time. Like, every day, like every hour, I'm seeing another person pulled over, But that's not what happens. I'll go through a whole day and not see one person. Never, in all the miles that I drive, all over the place, not see one person pulled over. So yeah, I mean, I got out. I said, I flipped him off. I said, F off. Then I got in my car and he kept trying to angle to go around me, so I angled my car. People behind me, I'm in the road probably, oh, look at that dumb, road raging guy. It's like, you don't understand. I'm sick of it. Maybe if more people did stuff like that, other people that, want to bully, maybe they wouldn't be as apt to do it. I'm not talking about getting out and punching people. And see, look at this SUV right here. You see what they just did? Do I need to explain what just happened? The lane they were in was a left turn only. As soon as the light turned green, they got over. Wow, did you see the light? Well, that was close. Oh, I forgot to say, I heard thunder as I was coming back to the car from Chick-fil-A. That one was close. It struck right over here somewhere. That was a good one. Anyways, so yeah, they were in the left turn only. They got over right when the light turned green because they didn't want to wait. And a ton of people do that all the time. You never see anybody getting pulled over for it. Never. And I know I'm right now. If I post this, I'm getting people out there making all kinds of comments. All these judgments about, oh well, this whatever the people are saying. It's this mindset that everybody should be able to do whatever they want, whenever they want to do it, and that's it. That's the age we live in now. And as far as the cops go, there's a ton of most cops are very good cops. Absolutely. But I think a lot of them, even the good ones, feel like they're hamstrung and they feel like they can't really do their job nowadays. I think that's part of it. I gotta shut up because I got delivered. I'm gonna have to get out in the freaking rain, man. Maybe I'm gonna park under one of these carport things.
The customer requested you hand them the order. Additional instructions are provided in the Dasher app.
I'll be right here, but let me just double check. We'll be the second floor. First breezeway upstairs, second floor to the right. I love when they say first breezeway. You're assuming which direction I'm coming from. Crap. I clicked on complete and I looked down and it said like $12. I don't remember it saying it was going to be that much. I thought it was like $5. Oh, I don't know if I said earlier that call. Oh, they added a $5 tip. Damn. Nice. I don't know if I said it earlier or not, but that phone call was a freaking it was spam. It's a robocall. Yeah, I was half thinking it was going to be, the customer complaining. And I'm like, oh, it's just going to be one of those days, have an incident out on the road. Customer calls because they didn't get their order or didn't get the right order, some crap like that. What else is going to happen? But that helped a lot, that one that I just did. I went right to it. They were waiting outside the door. As I'm coming up, I couldn't see the door number, but I assumed it was them. I said, you waiting on DoorDash? And they said, yeah. And I said, oh. I said, yeah, I wasn't sure if I was at the right apartment yet. And they just kind of smiled and said, thank you. And then I looked, I clicked on complete and I looked down and it says $12. Like, wow, that'll work. I mean, that's a big deal anyways, but you gotta understand it's only like a mile. Nice people like that make, that really helps a lot, offsetting a lot of things. And I hope God blesses those kind of people. Yeah, just like I said earlier, the rain just kind of keeps coming and going. Alright, this one wants me to ring the doorbell. So it's like I said before, you get these that always say don't ring the doorbell or knock. And I won't ring the doorbell or knock as a default unless they tell me to. So since this one told me to ring the doorbell, of course I'm going to. Hopefully I don't forget. Because you're so used to not doing it. Especially since I'm talking on this camera, and that tends to be quite a distraction for me. Down here. I want to say something. If I post these, I'll post them as a series, and most people probably won't watch them. Most people think it's boring and just, like I said, whining and bitching for no reason. But if I don't put the note at the beginning of this series, I'm going to say it now. That one thing that I hope that I'm accomplishing with talking about some of these things that I'm going through is for those people out there that go through similar things, whatever it may be. Person's cut their window down. That's funny. Hopefully they'll see this and they're like, yeah, I know exactly what that guy means. I go through the same thing, and I get so sick of this or that, or I hate it when this or that happens, whatever it may be. And so if you're listening to this, you're not alone. There are other people out there that are going through the same kind of things that you're going through and have the same sort of frustrations that you have. I'm sure it's loud on the camera, the road noise and the rain and everything. I'm sorry. I'm sure if I posted this, I tried to clean it up the best I could. Oh, you see that lightning? That was just cloud to cloud. I don't know if you can see it. There's a gas station I'm passing over here to my left. That thing was open, I don't know, I would guess at least 20 years, probably more like 30. And it just dawned on me a couple of weeks ago that it had closed. Just saw more lightning.
Take the next left onto 9th Street.
I don't know how long this is supposed to last today. This thunderstorm that we're going through right now. I don't know if it's one of those all-day things or what.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
Wish my windshield wipers didn't do that. Get by this guy. Oh, man, is this a freaking elementary school? Can't be because it said to ring the doorbell. No, I think this is elementary school. God dang it.
Your destination is on the left.
Oh man.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They
it.
added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
That's
Ring
what
the
I'm saying.
doorbell.
Why not say this is a school in the name of the school? Oh man, I know I'm like a broken record with that. Of course, most of it I don't even post. But come on, people. Why? Why not just say it's a school? And for you out there, people are saying, why does it matter? Come on. I don't want to go through the process of explaining why it matters. I have in the past, but good Lord, why would you even ask why it matters? Just for those who are asking. Oh God. So it says, leave at my door, ring the doorbell. I see somebody waiting over there, but I don't know if that's them. Sucks. I wasn't sure exactly where the front was. I wasn't sure if it was right to my right or further down. Unfortunately, it was further down. If I'd known that, I would have parked closer so I didn't have to walk in the rain so much. So yeah, with these schools, yeah, they've got it's not really a doorbell. It's like this buzzer thing that you press to be let in. So as I come up, there's one of those, and it's got a black cart like right in front of it. And I'm thinking, okay, I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to put it, because normally I'll ring the buzzer and they let me in. But there are some where they have like a cart or something outside. But so I've just put the food and stuff on the cart, took a picture of it, and pressed the buzzer. And left. Can't get mad about it. Said leave it at my door. Did not say hand it to me. Said leave it at my door. So I left it at the door. It's not where it can get rained on. It was under a cover. You know, it's got a black cart there. I did everything according to the instructions. Well, since I got time, I'm going to talk a little bit about something that happened yesterday. I talked about it on camera yesterday, but I deleted it. I wasn't going to bring it back up, but like I said, since I got time. The day before yesterday, I had gotten a Cracker Barrel order that took me over to Roanoke. So I was over in the Champion Circle area, picked up a Cracker Barrel order, and it took me over to Roanoke to some apartment complexes over there. So I decided just to go ahead, when I got that one delivered, just to kind of hang out in that area rather than trying to drive all the way back. So I got an order for Chipotle, and right when I went into Chipotle, I got another order for Sonic. The Chipotle order, I think it was ready pretty quick. The problem is the traffic was real heavy. The Sonic was close by, but the traffic was real heavy. So that added a couple of minutes to the time it took to get to the Sonic. Still wasn't very long, but it took a couple of minutes to get there, more than normal. I get to the Sonic, and this particular Sonic in Roanoke has a habit of this, you know, of taking a long time. So I get to the Sonic, I hit the buzzer. I'm sitting there probably about 3 minutes before they finally answer it. And it's been longer in the past. I tell them I'm there, you know, door dashing, and tell the customer's name. They said something, you know, they always talk real fast and you can't understand what they're saying, but I'm assuming they said, okay, they're working on it or something like that. I know for sure they were working on it, you know, before people start saying, well, that was a problem. No, I mean, they were working on it. I'm just, so I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting there. You know, again, this has happened plenty of times in the past. In fact, there's been times where I was waiting there for so long, I've had to unassign an order for them. Almost the exact same scenario where I had multiple orders, and I couldn't just sit there forever. You know, remember, I've got this Chipotle order sitting in my seat, and that one wasn't very far. The drop-off wasn't very far, and it was just really frustrating, irritating me that I'm sitting here having to wait on the Sonic order, and the Sonic order was only like $4 to go like 4.5 miles. But I got to about 10 or 12 minutes. I had gotten the notification in the app to go ahead and unassign the order if I wanted to, and there wouldn't be a penalty. But rather than just doing that right away, I'm trying to do the right thing and just give them a couple more minutes to see if they'll go ahead and bring the order out. But they didn't. So finally, like I said, I had to cut my losses and I had to get going. Because again, another customer was waiting on their food. So then I get going and there's school zone going on. The path to getting to the drop-off, there's a high school, middle school, and elementary school all right there together, and a bunch of houses. So the traffic is real backed up, and again, something that would have taken me, just a few minutes, ended up taking me about twice as long. But I finally got there, dropped it off, delivered it. Okay, fast forward. The next day, I start my dash. Right when I start my dash, I get a notification that I have a contract violation for being really late on a Chipotle delivery order. And I had delivered multiple Chipotles. So I'm sitting there thinking, man, it's not like I dilly-dally. It behooves me to try to get the orders picked up and dropped off as quick as possible. There's no reason to be dilly-dally. So I'm like, what are they talking about? And I've gotten a contract violation for long being late on a drop-off before, but on that one, it was because the customer gave me the wrong address, and I ended up driving a long ways in the wrong direction. Anyways, so when you get contract violations, you can dispute them, and I just basically put, I know that I picked up all my orders on time, and I delivered them directly. And I said, however, without specifics, I can't really speak to this. And I said, I asked what kind of research or investigation did the customer support team do? And then I submitted it. And then I was just thinking about it. I was like, well, what? I wonder. And it finally dawned on me. I said, oh, because it does tell you about the time of the day and stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's that Chipotle. So I got a contract violation for that. It's just so frustrating. And it's still there. Now, the contract violations, they'll stay on there through like 100 deliveries. So after 100 deliveries, they'll drop off. But every time I've gotten 3 or 4 contract violations in the past, all of it was bogus. And I've disputed them, and they usually fall off within about 2 or 3 days. So the contract violation for this being late thing is still there. But I'm hoping maybe it'll drop off by tomorrow. Does it have any real bad effect on me right now? No. But it still bothers me. And we'll see. If it does drop off early, then I know, okay, they've looked into this. They saw that it was bogus. But if it doesn't drop off, if I have to wait till I got 100 orders for it to drop off, that means they didn't do anything about it. And I got gigged for nothing. I was trying to do the right thing. So it goes back to what I said before. A lot of times, we talk about being respectful, trying to do the right thing. Of course, that's always the way to be. No matter what's going on, that's the way to be. But you often, people, I've often asked myself, why? It's like you're sitting down at a game, a board game, and everybody's cheating, but you. So it's like, what's the point? I should start cheating too, Got a Chick-fil-A order. I'm putting it in my hot bag. I almost never use this thing, but we'll talk more about that in just a second. Okay, the reason I don't normally use my hot bag is because it's too small for most the pickups I get, or quite a few of them, and it's just a pain in the neck. I don't want to go down the list of all the reasons. Anyways, when I got this order, I knew it was through this Tanger outlet mall over here, which I think I got an order for that earlier today, and I declined it. But I couldn't decline this one. It was $5, half a mile. But it says, leave at my door. Can enter by back of mall by Polo, Ralph Lauren, and Michael Kors. Okay. Now, before I move on, I'm gonna let you think about that. Any important information missing out of that? Yes, I have an address. I even have a suite number. But as far as the instructions go, to a business, all I've got is leave at my door, can enter by back of mall, by Polo, Ralph Lauren, and Michael Kors. Now, if you said the name of the store that I'm supposed to be going to drop this off, then you would be correct. Oh, man. If they had put the name of the store, because I've been over here so many times, I might be like, oh, okay, yeah, I know where it's at. But, you know, regardless of my reason, I mean, you should put the name. First of all, they say back of the mall. Well, I should say, first of all, additionally, they say back of the mall. You know, the back of the mall could be anywhere. You know, this could be the back of the mall, depending on your perspective. Ah, man, the GPS has got me going right, but I bet you it's probably closer around the other side. I can't hardly know because the customer didn't put the freaking name of the store. I've seen Polo, Ralph Lauren, Michael Kors before, but I don't remember exactly where they're at.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. Additional instructions are provided in the Dasher app.
I might be doing some walking. I'll take my body cam with me this time. The GPS, I mean, you heard it. It's saying that basically I've arrived. So according to it, it's close. You look at the endpoint, it's kind of in the middle. You know, but it's closer to this side than the other side. So I have no idea. If I tried driving around to what I think they're considering the back, that might actually be further away. But I don't know. Sure would have been nice if they'd said the name of their store. Some people are like, well, why don't you call them or text them and ask them? I don't want to. Oh, wow, did you see that? Big old bolt of lightning. I hope I don't get struck. I said that earlier. I don't know if you can hear the thunder or not. It's not really bad. Well, now it is. Well, not real bad, but you can hear the you know, it's more deep. And it was just a slight rumble at first, and then it was real deep there for a second. Oh, sorry. The rest for Elizabeth?
Yes.
Okay.
It's me.
Yeah. It's comes and goes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Like oh my gosh, Great American Cookies is on the other side. I'm not walking over there. I'm going to go to my car. Oh my god. Freaking phone getting wet. Yeah, my camera's soaked. I got it. One of the reasons I got it was, for, being weather resistant. But I hadn't really tested that out until today. Yeah, I pretty much went right to it, as you saw. For a minute there, I kind of hesitated at a corner, because if you saw where I hesitated at, that's where the actual GPS pin stopped. But I couldn't see a suite number. So I was like, okay, well, let me just walk a little bit further up here, because it might be this other store that I've delivered to, Zell's. And sure enough, it was. If it hadn't been, I was going to walk back over to the other one, see if I couldn't find the suite number. But yeah, I really wanted to tell the girl, hey, you didn't put the name of your store. But yeah, as soon as I got it delivered, it starts pouring down. I was even thinking, wow, I put this in my hot bag, didn't even need it. Delivered it, and then as soon as I walk out the door, it starts pouring down rain. And then I'm almost out of the shopping mall, and I get an order for this freaking Great American Cookie over here. Which normally I'd just walk back over here too, but it's like on the opposite side of the mall. So in the rain, hell no. I just keep going to my car, drive around over here to it. That way I have less distance to go when I pick the order up. And that's actually another example of why it's good that I know this area. Because otherwise I wouldn't have known to do that. I was like, I'd been like, Great American Cookie, where's that at? And then I'd have to walk back to my car. Oh, it's in the freaking mall. What part of the mall? At least this time I park under a shelter here. Not that does me a whole lot of good. I'm gonna put my camera back on. I don't know if there's much use in bringing my hot bag, but I'll bring it anyways just in case, because a lot of times it's like a full sheet cookie, and obviously that's not going to fit. Okay. I've got a DoorDash pickup for Jordan Fowler. Thank you. Anybody notice anything funny about me going around this mall? I mean, something fairly obvious. It's not like hidden or anything. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm just getting frustrated. Every little thing, just trying to get into my phone, getting in the car, getting my camera mounted, trying to get back into my phone to hand it to a recipient. Yep, that's what I figured. It's taking me all the way over to Roanoke. It's going to be 5 o'clock traffic. It's going to be school zone. Well, actually, I think right where this is at, it's not a school zone. Well, there's a school over there, but it's not the really bad one, I mean. Okay. I pick up from this... It's like I'm going through a car wash. I pick up from this outlet mall all the time. It's an outdoor mall. Okay, I want to really emphasize the word outdoor. And yet, it doesn't matter. As long as the place is open, any time of the day, no matter what the weather is, you're going to see people shopping here. It could be storm, pouring down rain, 115 degrees, it could be icy, doesn't matter. You come here, there's people shopping. And I always find that so crazy. I mean, it's pretty empty right now, but there's still people shopping. And we're not just talking about rain, it's a freaking thunderstorm. I know people say, well, it's not all outdoor. Yeah, but to get from one store to the next, you got to go outside. Yeah, and you saw, as I predicted, it's a full sheet cookie cake. Or what do you call, whatever you call them. It's a, it's a cookie cake. It's not just cookies. So me bringing my hot bag was pointless, but you never know. Well, I could have looked at it before I left. I realized that when I walked in, it's like, duh. Could have just looked and seen what it is. I'm absolutely soaked though. I'm wearing a jacket, but I'm absolutely soaked. It's like somebody just poured a water hose on me. I've got rags and some towels, or a towel in this car, but it's not gonna do me a whole lot of good. My freaking shoes are soaked, socks, feet.
Your destination is on the left. Hand it to recipient.
I was gonna say, I hope somebody's home. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here a while. Oh, hell no. Every time I get over here, it seems like I get a 7-Eleven order. What I just got is a 7-Eleven order. Oh my god. Chick-fil-A order.
Head northeast on Hackworth Street toward Al Slaughter Parkway, then turn right onto Al Slaughter Parkway.
Yep, so it's a handed to recipient. Like I thought, I was afraid of.
Turn left onto Blythe Bridge Drive.
Customer wasn't home. 90% DoorDashers, and I probably should have done it myself, would have just, even though it says handed recipient, they would have just sat it down at the door, texted the customer, said, you know, order's left at your door, gotta go. That's really what I should have done. I don't know what I was. But the proper way the DoorDash app wants you to do it is you say you can't hand it to the customer, then it takes you to another screen. The screen starts a timer at 5 minutes. In that top 5 minutes, you're supposed to call and or text the customer, letting them know you're trying to deliver their order, you know, with the idea that they get back with you and try to figure out a way to get them the order. In the 5 minutes that goes by, if you can't reach the customer or you can't hand it to them or something, then you can set the order down, take a picture of it, put a description of where you put the order, and then go. That's the proper way to do it. I guess the reason I was going through that is I just got a freaking contract violation for some other bull crap, you know, so I didn't want to go through this again. The customer said they didn't get their order or some stupid crap. I had about a minute left, and the customer, I look over, I'm looking out at the street. I had about a minute left, so I'd been waiting about 4 minutes, and here comes the customer down the street, you know, and they were kind of pulling up, you know, looking at a car, because I'd pulled into the driveway so I could back out and go the way I came, and they're looking at my car and like, wonder what that is, you know, I could see her kind of mouthing something, and she looks over, and I raised the cookie cake up so she could see it, and she realized, and she had this kind of apologetic look on her face, so, you know, thank goodness for that. I started to walk it out to her. I'm like, why am I doing that? So I just sat it down, and as she's pulling into the driveway, I said, I just left it over there at the door. She's like, yes, thank you. You know, and people was like, oh, it's just 4 minutes and this, that, and the other. It's like, you don't understand. These times, they sound small, but all of it adds up. And it's really important as a dasher to not be delayed for silly crap. Alright, I'm going to have to take my hot bag in. I was thinking about wearing my camera in, but I think I'm going to give it a rest for a minute. Holy crap. I'm not going very fast, like 23 miles an hour, and I hit a big flooded spot and it jerked me forward. Uh-oh. Gosh dang it. Am I going to be able to turn left here? Oh no, don't tell me it's freaking flooded out. What's going on here? Is it a wreck? There's a wreck right here to my left. I'm going to try to turn the camera, but I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I mean, this had to have just happened. I just went through here. When I was on the way to that drop-off just earlier, I just turned the road I'm on now, going back the other direction. I just turned onto it from there over here. There's emergency vehicles showing up. I mean, it had to have just happened. I hope the road's not blocked, because if it is, I got to go way around to get to where I need to go. Lucky for them, the fire department's right here. It's like on the other side of this water park in front of me. Right here. Yeah, they got smashed, rear-ended. somebody was going too fast and braked too fast and the truck slid into the back of them. Oh my gosh. Let me fix this. I can't go that way going back. I gotta remember. Come on, white car, you go ahead. Go ahead. Go. Shoot, man, what are you doing? There comes another one. Now I'm gonna get rear-ended because I'm sitting there waiting for this daggone car to pull out there. It's like, what are you doing? It's like I've said before, some people, they're waiting for you to flash their lights and honk your horn and wave at them and whistle and show them your ass. I don't know what they're waiting on. You know, you can use a little bit of your own common sense. Okay, yeah, this other Roanoke police car, what they're doing is they're blocking that lane off. So they're gonna try to get those cars cleared out of there, and they're blocking that lane so people can't go that direction. And thing is this is 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, it's 4:09 right now. So 5 o'clock traffic has started, and you got, I don't know when the school zone up here ends, but it could be school zone still too, I don't know. Because I'm saying that because there's a school right up here. Looks like the cop had stopped and they returned to block the road, but he moved. We should be able to go straight here. I'm going to Fuzzy's Taco Shop, by the way. That's the pickup I got. I don't know if I said that already. And it's right up the road on the right. We got a green light. Why are people not going? Yep, school zone's still in effect too. Well, that's about to get bad over there then. That's going to be backed up all the way to 114. The car behind me does not have their lights on. Roanoke Police Station is to my right. Yeah, it was on the other side of the post office back there. So that was lucky for those cars, at least. Right where the fire department is and the Roanoke Police Department, they don't have to go very far. Okay, gotta get this and see where it's taking me. I'm just gonna cut it for now.